Metro, welcome to Real Talk, where we have real talk about God and culture. And I'm here with Pastor Jeremy again. And listen, Pastor Jay, some of us in the last week have had our hearts broken because Aunt Becky bribed, really, her daughter's way into college. Okay. And really, this is a greater issue that has come out in the last week of all these Hollywood elites, really, definitely the elite of our culture, that are bribing their kids' ways into college. I just want to know what you think about that.
Yeah, first of all, this is really embarrassing to say. I have never seen an episode of Full House. I've never seen it. So this is probably the bigger part of the problem here, right? Is that really I am behind. But I have caught up on the news with this for sure, and it is surprising. You know, the crowd that often lectures the rest of us on how to live a noble life. You know, about what we could eat, about guns, about. The LGBT stuff, all of it. They lecture us about, being noble people. And yet here they are bribing their kids' way into college. So I thought there was a little irony in that. But on a bigger picture, when you read something like this, man, it does make you mad, doesn't it? Because we want fairness in our culture. We want the same opportunity for our kids as somebody else has, right? And we want the same opportunity for everybody, no matter the color of your skin, no matter your sexual identity, no matter your economic status and where you live, all of that kind of stuff. And so it does make you angry. But even bigger than that, what a disservice to these young people. What a terrible, terrible thing for your children, to teach them that anything less than hard work, right? Anything less than hard work will make them successful. So teaching your kid that it's okay that you don't perform. It's okay that you don't try. It's okay that you're not good enough for something. It doesn't matter because I will buy your way in. Yeah. What a terrible, terrible thing. And so as I thought about this, there's just a few things that, I react to this, and there's a lot of biblical principles at stake here when we talk about raising our kids and getting this right. And really the first one is that denying truth is never a good thing. Ooh. Listen, if your kid is not good enough for something, they're just not good enough for something. And in our culture, I remember when I was a kid, when we played baseball and I was on a bowling league, and when you lost, guess what? You lost. And you were like third place, you didn't get a trophy. Fourth place, you didn't get a trophy. But now it's so funny because when my kids play ball now, they will get a trophy if they're in like ninth place. And literally we've gotten trophies in our household that say, I tried. It's called the I tried trophy. And you're going, what? You cannot reward the lack of hard work and the lack of excellence. We should not reward that, right? That's really good. And so denying truth really matters. And here's what it says in the book of Proverbs. Listen to this. It says this in Proverbs chapter 10, verses 9 and 10. It says, whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out. Whoever winks maliciously causes grief, and a chattering fool comes to ruin. So in other words, truth matters, integrity matters, and it is weird. I think I read that there were 750 bribery cases that they are investigating right now. 750 cases where these people are bribing their kids' way into college. And it's just a fool's errand, right? It is, at the end, there's no integrity in this. And now all of these people have to give an account for this, right? Yeah. And they wouldn't have to if they would walk in integrity. Yeah. So truth matters, and denying truth matters. And it's true, right?
I feel like that's so hard for so many parents to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk to parents all the time, and it's like, my kid is the best. My kid does. He plays ball. No, he doesn't. Your kid's horrible. I mean, that sounds mean to say, but
if he's not good, he's not good.
So you got to swallow that. Like, sorry, you're not the best.
And I think this leads to the second thing that when I hear this, I react like you're just delaying frustration with people, right? When you tell your child, hey, you're smart enough to make it into Harvard, and they're really not, they're going to find out one day that they are not smart enough, that they are not good enough. It's even funny with like music around here. We have a lot of people audition, and they're simply, they're just simply not good enough to play at the levels we need them to play. And without telling them that truth, it just delays the inevitable. If you can't play on the click track, you can't play on the click track, and you got to get there first. And so you think about this idea of delaying frustration. Here's what it says in 2 Corinthians. This is really fascinating. Paul, the apostle, he writes to them about how effort is important. And doing the right thing is important, okay? And he writes like this: for we are taking pains to do what is right, not only in the eyes of the Lord, but in the eyes of men. That effort is important. And if you don't put the effort in when you're young and teach our kids when they are young to put that effort in, listen, you are just delaying frustration in their life. And it is not going to help them later in life, because eventually somebody's going to say, you're fired. You didn't do good enough. You're not accepted, or you didn't make the team. Eventually, there are going to be winners and losers in life. So I think number one is that we deny truth. I think number two is we delay frustration. But as a pastor, I wish I had a third D here, but I don't have a third D. I'm not that good of a pastor yet.
No 3 points in a poem today.
But I think I think there is one other real big thought that comes to my mind, is that we neglect the value of hard work. We neglect the value. As a matter of fact, I think it's in 2 Thessalonians. It says very simply that if you do not work, you shall not eat. Period. It literally says, listen, you have to perform in life. You have to get out of bed and work hard. And if you fail, you get up and you try again. If you fail, you get up and you try again. And if you fail, you get up and try again. You get better at life by working hard. You get better at anything in life by working hard. I remember when Zachary, my son, he's a good guitar player, and I think he's a pretty good musician now. He leads around here and all that kind of stuff. But I remember when he was 11 or 12, he just started playing, and he started to get better and better. And I was teaching him at first, and he outgrew me in about 6 months. And I'm like, I'm done, man. I can't even teach you anymore, And he thought he was a hot shot, 12 years old, and he's better than his dad right now, But he wanted to audition for our bands around here. And I knew he wasn't good enough. I knew he wasn't. And I had to tell my 12-year-old, I'm sorry, you can't even audition. You're not even ready to do the audition yet. And even when he was 13, I kept holding him back and said, Zachary, you got to work harder. You got to play better. You got to get there. And that was tough. But it produced a level of excellence in him. It produced his desire to almost prove me wrong. It produced this willpower in him, this perseverance to keep going, right? And we neglect the value of hard work. The value is that when you're faced with an obstacle and there's a standard you got to meet, you have to figure out how to jump over that wall. You have to figure out how to get up there and make that happen. And there is a tremendous value in that for our kids. And I just don't think we serve our kids by saying everybody makes the team, everybody can play, everybody can win, everybody can go to Harvard. Heck, man, if we let everybody into Harvard, if they let me into Harvard, you'd be lowering the standard of Harvard. That's all there is to it. You know what I mean?
Me too.
It just wouldn't be good. So I just feel this is a moral issue. This is a losing of our values sort of an issue that's going on in our world. And I just think as Christian parents, and I know that this is geared toward people of faith, we can't be like this. We shouldn't go down this road.
That's really good advice. That's good stuff. For all you that are heartbroken about Aunt Becky, I'm sorry, she was wrong.
Now, who's Aunt Becky?
She's from Full House. You got to watch it.
I'll go check it out.
Netflix. There's actually this is interesting. There's a new one now, Fuller House, and I just read this morning that they kicked her off because of this whole thing. So she's gonna have to find some more money somewhere.
Yeah.
From prison,
Becky.
I guess.
Sorry.
Hey, all right. Well, this has been Real Talk, where we talk about God and culture. And thanks, Pastor Jay, and we will see you guys next time.